everyone. This is Sweta Tuladhar from Atuse Online Study, and today I'm going to give you my presentation on theories of policy making. Theories of policy making mainly focus with the process of making policy. Policy making processes deal with the people, situation, and causes of policy. Further, it explains various actors and factors that are involved in the policy making process. It also has to explain the role of participants, institutions, process and behaviors, and content of policy. Group theory. According to James Madison, people will tend to form faction in the political process. They may form factions being concerned with the religion, government, but the durable source of faction has been the unequal distribution of property. There was distinct interest between the haves and have not. So, what is a group? Group is a collection of individuals that may, on the basis of shared attitudes, make a claim upon other group in a society. It becomes political interest groups when it makes a claim through or upon other groups or upon any of the institution of the government. Individuals may seek to secure their preferences as by joining groups. Formal groups such as political parties, interest groups have definite and recognized goals and structures so they influence policy making. Public policy will reflect the interest of dominant group. According to their power and influence, public policy will be altered in favor of the interest of those gaining influence against the influence of those losing influence. Group theory. Group theory emphasizes that public policy is the product of group struggle. The main proposition of the group theory is that the interaction among groups is the basis of public policy. Interaction brings agreement and consensus among the groups. Individuals with common interest come together formally and informally to press their demands on government. Elements of group theory. Individuals try to achieve their political preferences through groups. Almost all interests that enter into policymaking serve narrow or segmental group interest. The role of individual is significant in politics. Policymaking, if he participates in group, even in group, he satisfies individual interest with group interest. Hence, group becomes the essential bridge or link between the individuals and the government. Public policy is the equilibrium achieved in the group interaction and struggle at any moment of time. Public policy is a balance between the contending groups even though they constantly try to secure their interest. Public policy reflects the interest of dominant group, hence winners exercise power and losers lose influence. Their number of people, wealth, organizational strength, leadership, access to policy decision makers, and internal cohesion determine the influence of group. As policy making is based on interaction or struggle among the group to influence the policy, it is the task of the political system to manage the group conflict by establishing rule of the game struggle, arranging compromises and balancing interest, enacting compromises in the form of public policies, and enforcing these compromises. Group theory is meaningful political activity in relation to group struggle. Therefore, policymakers regularly respond to group pressure, bargaining, negotiating, and compromising among competing demands of influential groups. Value of the group theory are as follows. Group theory represents the major dynamic elements in the policy formation in the context of pluralist society. Group theories emphasize politics as a competitive arena within which various groups interact or struggle on the basis of adversary interest, and these interests are pragmatic rather than peremptory. Individual interests are satisfied by the group interest. individuals will be able to secure their interest with their involvement and accept group interest and sentiment. The formation and development of interest groups result as per its penetration in political as well as in administrative arena. It gives much more importance to democratic norms and values accepted in policy formulation. Limitations. Instead of its popularity in a pluralist context, its basic assumptions and conclusions have been challenged as follows. The group theory overemphasizes the significance of groups in policymaking and underestimates the independent creative role that public officials play in the policy formation. Moreover, policymakers are the principal players in the play of power in policymaking process and interest group leaders play subordinate role. The assumptions that the public officials as policymakers are neutral as referee are unrealistic since they have a major say in the continuity of certain program. It stresses the interaction and struggle of various groups, but there are other factors such as ideas and institutions that affect public policy making. Public policy formation doesn't only solve the problem of interest group. Moreover, public policy addresses the issues such as nation building and national prosperity and integrity and international relationship. Interests are negotiable, whereas rights are not. Example, black women. The free rider problem is another vital limitation of this theory because in certain circumstances it is rational for an individual not to participate in group efforts, though the group interest fulfills his interests. Public policy doesn't only fulfill the interest of the interest group but emphasizes the common interests such as security, defense, independence, national unity, etc. So it was pleasure for me to share my knowledge via Adu's online study channel. More of the educational videos are on the way, so do press like button, share button and subscribe button. And do leave your valuable comments in comment box so that it would help us to improve our weakness and maintain better sides of us. So thank you.